Coach, thanks. We are about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go, let's go!
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
I got one. Slam.
80 weapons. Hey, echo. Shoot.
On 1st down, Herbert. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Bravo. Back.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Logan. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Let's go. 10-2 stop.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
Go.
33. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
Ready?
To throw on 3rd down. Herbert.
He's check 4.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
You got tight right there. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Even. 4th down. Even. Say go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
And a key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3 and out. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Touchdown, LA. Colby Listenby. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Eluding the pressure right. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at about the 31.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open, otherwise just don't do it.
Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. On 2nd down, Mixon. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And an alley to run. 30. Past the 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
The Charger drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run it here with Logan. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
To throw on second down. Herbert going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On second down now. Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll run it with Jackson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Check Mike 33. Check
Go.
I got him. Mike, check 33. 33. You don't know no better.
Hey, ready?
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They'll run on first down. It's Logan. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing on first down, Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hey.
Back to Herbert. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A crazy sequence here, a huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down. Now Charger kicker Mike Badgley on fourth down, coming out to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt, and he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
All day, baby, all day.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the curl. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Rush in. Hey, lock it.
Rush in. Check 43. Check 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
From the gun, Herbert. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line.
Under 10.
Now.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Baby, boom.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, this has just been obviously a dreadful day for him throwing the football. Now 4 interceptions. This one leads to 6 points going the other direction. Tough.
Yeah, it is, and this feels old school to me because you never really took out your starting quarterback back in the good old days. No matter what was going on, he was your guy, and you rode him for better or for worse. In today's football, usually we got a backup who's warmed up and has come into the game, so you can see an old school approach here that's not really benefiting them at this point.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Colby Listenby. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Undercrunch. Check. Check safety.
On 2nd down, Nixon. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll stay on the ground. Nixon again. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Logan. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. They run again with Logan. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Look at me, zipper.
Check the call.
Shoot.
They run with Logan. And he is going to have the first down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Check it back, check it back. Check 37, check 37.
On first and 10, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Go, go.
Watch the shot.
Slam, slam.
Throwing again on second and 10. Herbert. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Chargers on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back. Hey, foxtrot.
Check Mike 33, check Mike 33. There it goes. Whip. Go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28th. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going.
Check 9.
Check 25. 5. Speed trip.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Herbert. And caught by Henry. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Herbert. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Catch made by Slayton. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Flush to his right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. On first down, Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it.
On the ready.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty? When you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Go. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Demarius Randall that time there to knock it free. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen as a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On fourth down, Herbert. He's got his man here. It's Green. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Off play action. Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Herbert. He completes it to Henry. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Derwin James with a pick. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Watch it.
Again, it's Mixon. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. And down he goes. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's King.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I ain't a king, not a pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the road is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell, Sylvester Stallone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicki know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Give everyone dogs. I'm not a guard. Go hard for the squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. Rings to the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from a cell. A couple of homies be making it. I just want all of them dudes to do well. Don't worry about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me. We eat together, leave the bill for me like. Hand on my heart, I give it all I got. Walk the walk and talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Walk the walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS another loss. GPS another loss. Who do it better than me? Yeah. Vision on 2020. Yeah. VVS, Clippity. Yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice. Taking notice. Taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm finding down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, press that like I'm Pino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Stuff like a medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate, pay they bill.